Hi, welcome to the Market Alert for Thursday, the 19th of September 2024. So yesterday the Fed went with 0.5% cut in rates, but before we get to that, let's just have a look at other news. UK inflation yesterday was also released, which I forgot to mention, but it remained above target. And according to this article from Sky News, here's what it means for your money. Well, what it means is that it's going to cost us more for everything. I don't think you need an economist to tell us that one. So that was from the UK, and as I said yesterday, if they went for 50 basis points, it would be political, and it certainly seems to be the case with Zero Hedge. They're backing up my theory. Apolitical Fed, they're supposed to be apolitical, slashes rates by 50 basis points with stocks and home prices at record highs. It's insanity. The economy is so great, it needs a crisis level rate cut of 2 months. Before the election. Honestly, it really is hilarious, this stuff. Fed Powell unleashes chaos across markets with not in crisis at all, 50 basis rate cut. They didn't do this when we had the 2008 crash. Incredible. Anyway, the US economy is in good place, and our decision today is designed to keep it there. I think you find it's a bit more like getting Harris in, to be honest with you. US stocks whipsawed in the aftermath of the Fed's 50 basis rate cut. They certainly did. As much as they wanted it, they didn't really expect that he would do it, I think. Wall Street reacts to today's 50 basis but no crisis rate cut. A single week unemployment report. And here we are. That's all it took. So one of the non-farm payroll numbers was better than expected, or weaker, I should say, not better, because obviously it depends which side of the interest rate cycle you are. So a single week employment report, and here we are. It's incredible. Honestly, it really is genuinely funny. And even Sky reported it. Bumper US interest rate cut aims to boost flagging economy. Hang on a minute. Hang on. Let me just go back here. Hang on, what was that headline? Let's just go back a bit. Home prices and stocks at all-time highs. But according to Sky News, boost flagging economy. One unemployment number. It's flagging. Honestly, you can't make this crap up. You genuinely can't. You really can't make it up. Anyway, let's move on to see what they have in store for us today. We've got CPI, that was yesterday, sorry, we've already covered that. I just wanted to show you the 550 down to 5 on one employment number. Wow. Right, what have we got for today? Let's just have a quick refresh. There'll be nothing to match that anyway. UK are not going to cut rates by all accounts because of those inflation numbers that came out yesterday, so there's no cut for the UK. So what else have we got? Nothing really. Well, nothing can match the lunacy of yesterday, can it really, when you think about it? But then we are living in the twilight zone, so lunacy dominates at the moment. Right, so have a look at the markets and kick off with the Dow, see how it reacts. I guarantee you we had a new all-time high, even if it was temporary. So let's have a look. So here we go then. Yesterday, there's the release of the news. In fact, the volume was less, which you'd expect because the market would have trod water for a lot of the time yesterday. New all-time high, though, coming in at 41,993, so heading towards 42,000. I'll have no trouble doing that now with a 50 basis cut. You'll see it pile it on today, I suspect. Why not? I mean, these are crisis level rate cuts, these are. I mean, what happened when they did this in 2008? The markets just climbed and have not stopped. So even if you get a bit of a shakeout and a down day, just to react to it, you're likely to see this go to 42,000 at some point. If not, just to do it today and then come back off it. And in the 30-minute chart, there's the whipsaw action. I mean, it certainly was whipsaw. I mean, let's have a quick look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 500 points. Wow, that was a 500-point swing there. It's actually more. To be precise, let me just get you the number, if I can. It's just on that one bar there. Oh, it's 466. Yeah, so yeah, it looks 500 to me, but there you go. Massive. That's a massive move for the Dow or swing from the Dow yesterday. Overnight markets, like I say, it's already starting to make its way back up to yesterday's high and put in a new all-time high. We'll just have to see, though, just err on the side of caution, as you just don't know after such news, because it is unprecedented actually to do 50 basis points when there's nothing wrong in the economy. As I say, it's purely political. This is to get Harris in, because the Fed are Democrats. If we wanted to go into it politically, they don't like Republicans. They like the Democrats because it'll allow the privately owned Fed to do whatever it wants to do. So anyway, that's the story there. It would have been 500 points, by the way, swing with including that. Let's have a look at the DAX. So in the DAX, heading back to the all-time high, that is probably going to be taken care of today. 18,993. 30-minute chart. You can see the reaction there. It was 150 points swing there, just in that, or spike, and then the market back. Actually, it's more than that as well, isn't it? 170 points, and then the market back up and heading towards the all-time high on the overnight there as well. So everything all-time highs, as it said in the headlines. So we cut rates when we're at all-time highs, and cutting rates actually does pump the markets to the upside, because you're not getting it in the bank, so you speculate with it, put it into the market. So like I say, you might get a day where it's pretty volatile or whatever, but it'll pan itself out, and then it will continue to move to the upside, particularly if they start ramping up the war. Well, they don't need to ramp it up, do they, after yesterday? In the S&P 500, new all-time high. It's the same theme, isn't it? Day after day, all-time highs, except for silver, which we'll get to in a minute. So we've got 5691 heading to 5700 there for the S&P 30-minute chart. You can see the whipsaw action, but we've already come back 78%, haven't we, from this move? Yeah, bang on it. So the market's back 78%. All it needs to do is just to get through, and then we get a new all-time high today. FT100 moving back to the all-time high as well, which is up here at 8477. Market needs to take out this en route, which is 8419. 30-minute chart. This says that rates aren't going to be cut as they continue to move to the upside. Choppy there, didn't even pull back. So again, really strong on the basis that they're not going to have a rate cut in the UK. So let's have a look at the US dollar's reaction to all of this. And surprise actually, market went down below 100, I think. Let's just check. What did we do? Yeah, we had a low in this at, you can't see it unfortunately, 99.84. And then they sprang the market back up overnight, but that's not going to hold. That's not going to hold there. So let's have a look at the metals reaction and the manipulation there for yesterday. Starting off with silver, well, it says it all, doesn't it? The market is starting to move back up, but they pumped the dollar yesterday on this news so that they could hammer the price of silver, and they did that quite nicely. $1.25 yesterday to the downside and swing, and then prices are starting to move back to the upside at the moment. So coming off the it's $30 level, that is, it's $29.91 where it's showing there, but it's $30 on the red line. So trying to come back, whether we get back above the 32, which we've got in the monthly charts, who knows? I very much doubt it, even despite this should have just sailed through this yesterday, based upon what they did. But of course, they're not going to do that. They're going to try and keep this way below these levels. So back to the daily charts, starting to move back up. Needs to take out the high of yesterday, which was, we can just draw that in there, 31.22. Over to the 30-minute chart, you can see there the swing, and like I said, we're already going back up above the DP, which is a positive. The dollar needs to go back below 100. They're going to try and keep it at 100. Gold putting in a new all-time high yesterday. Silver not allowed to get above $32, which it hasn't been, 1979 and 2011 when it was $50. So you can see that it's under the cosh and being manipulated. You'd have to be stupid, frankly, to not see that anymore. And there's gold's reaction as well. Slammed, absolutely slammed, but no surprise. But this will start to work its way out as the say, the escalation with the war drums continue, which unfortunately they're going to. Anything to try and stop Trump is going to be the key. So they may go to war to cancel the election. You just don't know with these idiots anymore that are in charge. You really don't. Idiots is too polite, actually. Evil, I think, is probably more apposite, and their intentions. Right, let's have a look at the gold-silver ratio before I get political. So gold-silver ratio, no surprise really coming off these levels here, is that yesterday spiking up but back down. It needs to break this level if it's going to allow silver to move higher. We have been down to these levels, of course, back in early July, down at 76. Let's see if we can get down there. Don't hold your breath, though. That's the key there. Right, let's have a quick look at yesterday's trading session. To be honest with you, it's superfluous given that we expected the markets to trade sideways. But nonetheless, let's just have a quick look and review. So as I mentioned yesterday in the alert, the market was likely to tread water, and tread water is exactly what it did. As you can see there, despite the buy signal, it failed. Market came back down as it then trod water again at the DP and then came back down. So no surprise there. Sometimes you're just better off standing aside and waiting a day until you've got this sort of news out of the way, especially when you get the lunacy of 50 basis points in the afternoon. The market again treading water. I did spike up before the news, and that was it. And then it was over to the Fed. So overnight, let's have a quick look, see where we are. At the moment, we're below the high of yesterday. It's not an all-time high for the DAX, but the market's got the averages in the right order, apart from, at the moment, we need the 5 back above the 20-bar moving average there. Hard to call what's going to happen today because we're, as I said earlier, we're in unprecedented territory. We're in the twilight zone, and it's hard to predict what's going to happen in the twilight zone, to be honest with you. We could see a shakeout to begin with, and then the market's saying, well, thanks very much, pal, and just moving stock prices back to the highs with the assistance of BlackRock. Who knows? It's a tricky one for today, but just trade what you see, and that's probably the best way there. Okay, that's it for this one. As ever, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.